Hey everybody. I wanted to let you know about something that happened this morning where I was just like, whoa, are you serious? So, welcome everyone. This is Gigi from Blue Heaven. And this is one of those things where the Lord put something together that is like so amazing. Okay, this is what happened. We're watching for the Lord on this channel, and there's times when I see other brothers and sisters connecting with something from the Lord that they don't even know about. And that's what happened today. So what happened is I listened to two videos, one of which was Chris, and the other was Aaron. Chris from Global Rapture Watcher, and then Aaron from God a Minute. Love you both, brothers. This is such a blessing, and I honestly, I don't even know if they have seen yet what I'm going to show you. But you know, they probably would eventually. I don't know, but this is amazing. And so what I'm going to show you is related to, it's confirmation relating to the Lord coming this year. And I'm going to take it further to looking at the time that we're in, which is the time of Noah in November, which I'll get to in a minute. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm going to start with a clip from Chris he had a dream this last night that was well, let me just play it. Just play it.
First one woke me up around, I think it was around 3 o'clock again. It was in 3 or 4, somewhere around there. I woke up. I hate this time change, by the way.
I do too. I can't stand it.
But
unnecessary.
I was in a, look like, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it, was that it was like a place where you get a ticket, like a train depot, and I'm getting ready to board a train, and it was all white. Everything was white. And I was getting my ticket. Well, I forgot my ticket. And the guy yelled at me. I've never seen this guy before, ever. Never met him. He said, "Get your ticket." Now, this ticket printed up through this machine, and you just grab it and you go. And when I picked up the ticket, I knew that it was 7:48. It woke me straight up. And I was like, 7:48, 7:48, 7:48. What the heck, 7:48? So I knew it was late, but I went ahead and sent it to Kim Fisher. But evidently she was up. She sent me back.
Okay, so basically 748 is the number on his ticket. And, you know, you can listen to the rest of the video, but briefly I'll tell you the word means fire. And also there's a road in, I think it was in northern Israel, 748. And then there was one more, which I don't remember the third one offhand. Now, then I saw Aaron's video that you're looking at on the screen here. So the number 748, as you can see here, Aaron's been studying Hebrew lately, which is really cool. And he's looking at the Hebrew letters for Methuselah. And, every letter in Hebrew has a numerical value. So in this case, we see it's 8 plus 30 plus 300 plus 6 plus 400 plus 40. Well, it comes to 784. Okay. and then you add the 5, because there's this connection to this year in the Hebrew calendar, it's 5784. So we've got the number 784 from Methuselah, and from Chris's dream we have 748. And God, this is the same 3 numbers. It doesn't matter if it's in the same order. What are the odds of this? I saw all this within a 20 minute, within a half hour, I saw both of these. And this stood out to me immediately. The 784, connecting Methuselah. See, the name Methuselah means that his death before the flood. And so if the flood, the second flood, God said, I won't flood the earth again, but I'll burn it. So that here's your fire. 748, it means fire. And of course, Noah's flood is what hit after he died. And this is connecting to the Hebrew year that we're in right now. Okay. So we've already gone over the fact that that Jesus is coming back in 2030. If you subtract those 7 years of Jacob's trouble, Daniel's 70th week, which is 20 days, if you subtract it from the trumpets, the day of trumpets in 2030, it would be today. So unless we leave later today, it looks like it could be between now and the Day of Atonement in 2030, which is in 10 days. So that takes you to November 15th. Okay, now some people have calculated to the 14th, but I'm not, it could be either. Now, in between these 10 days, we have 11/11, November 11th, which many people, including myself, have seen for many years. We have the prophecy from Philip Barnett that World War III would start on November 11th. He wasn't shown the year, although as you can see what's going on right now in the world, we're already in World War III, but the nuclear threats are escalating by the minute. And we currently have countries coming literally on their way to the borders of Israel right now. Syria, Iran, Iraq, Yemen, the Hezbollah group, the Hamas and others that I've probably forgotten. That's a lot of countries. And then you got Russia's alliance, and they're aligning with Iran. And then, it's looking like Israel's going to need a miracle. Now, Jacob's trouble is starting, and it looks like it should be starting this month. And it's actually already started, so that actually just proves that we're on track, because everything we've been saying, me and others, about what's coming and when it should come, which is in November, is happening right now. I mean, it's kind of mind-blowing. It's kind of amazing to see the Bible jump off the pages into reality. It's incredible. And Luke 21, I think 20 says, when you see Jerusalem encompassed by armies, look up, for your redemption draweth nigh. Now, the Psalm 83 war, it talks about all these countries surrounding Israel want to wipe them off the map, erase their name. So what we have, this is also very, very alarming at a time like this, of this information here from Aaron with the connection of the flood, Noah's Ark, Methuselah, and Chris's dream is that on November 11th, it's Sheshvan 27th of Sheshvan, the 27th, okay, of the 8th month in the Hebrew calendar is the day that Noah's Ark doors were opened because they landed on dry ground. So that's the time, doors opening, deliverance from the flood, deliverance from the trouble, a new beginning, doors open on 11/11. Could be the same day that they use their nukes. And Israel could be forced into the Samson's option, which is when they have so many countries surrounding them that they have to use a nuke. Now, it looks like that's what's happening right now. God's hand will be on them. God will not let them get wiped off the map. Jesus is a Jew, and he chose these people to fulfill his story in the Bible. So, however God's going to do the miracles, he will be doing miracles for them, but they also need to know that the 70th week of Daniel is going to be fulfilled, and there will be a lot of travail and trouble. And they need to see who Yahweh sent. He sent Yeshua, Jesus Christ, the Son of God, as their Savior, and many of them just have not received that. I mean, there are Messianic believers there, but this is God's plan. This is why 70th week of Daniel has to be fulfilled. An end to sin, an end to sin and transgression. What a beautiful plan God has to end all of the evil in the earth. And Yeshua will come back with us, those who go in the rapture, which looks like it. I'm telling you when it should be according to these facts. Okay? If the 25/20 Daniel day count hits in November and the Day of Atonement subtraction from the Day of Atonement would hit on November 15th or 14th, and then November 11th is the day that they got off the ark and walked on dry land after the flood. We're looking at some stuff that's really looking like it's going together, and we should be leaving this month. We really should be leaving this month because of this. Again, I think we should be leaving this month. I cannot tell you for sure that we are, but I know you and me hope we are, and it's looking like so much stuff is lining up right now. And then on top of that, the war itself that would trigger off the necessity for the rapture is every day there's escalations in this thing. This worldwide protests against Israel. Like the whole world hates Israel, practically. These Palestine protests, all just storming one city after another. They just hit Washington, D.C. My gosh, what a mob scene. I grew up in Washington, D.C. I've never seen anything quite like that in my life. All right, so with all that said, 784 and 748 and a ticket for the train ride, a ticket for the train. it's not going to be a boat. It's going to be a train this time because the flood is over. And so we're going to be on a train, the Rapture train. So get on the Rapture train. And if you're looking for something to do later, if we're still here, I did a really fun live with on God a Minute the other day with Aaron and John, Watchmen for the Great Day, and Bob Barber, End Time Dreams and Vision. We had a lot of fun. It was great. Love those guys. So, in fact, that's right here. It just happens to be right here if you want to watch that later. So, I love you all. God bless you. And, things are looking up. So, don't let the devil put your head down. Keep your head up. Your redemption draweth nigh, and we are on our way out of here. Love you guys. See you next time.